For 18 years, I've been this side of the world analyzing football for you. This time around, I am this side and allowing you, the fan, to analyze football for me, to teach me a little bit about South African football because you know it better than me. I am Christophe Bongo and this is Fut-Afrique channel. In this edition of Fut-Afrique channel, I'll be talking to a lot of fans and I am starting with a guy that I know for fact is the best Kaizer Chiefs supporter. Last season, he went to every single game played in Johannesburg for Kaizer Chiefs. He missed only one. He went to a funeral. I've been to his house. The whole family, they wear Kaizer Chiefs jerseys when they're playing. You don't have a choice. I am talking about Lufuno. Lufuno, what's up, man?
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Last time I saw you in Limpopo, I think you said Nda.
Nda, Urindi.
Kifukile. That's correct. Rufu.
Yes.
Listen, we're here to talk about Kaizer Chiefs. And the sad part about Kaizer Chiefs, when I arrived in South Africa in 1990, Kaizer Chiefs was the second most famous name beside Nelson Mandela. Now, many children, they don't even know why Kaizer Chiefs is famous. So we are here to talk about this big brand, Kaizer Chiefs. In 2000, when I started talking about television African football, Kaizer Chiefs just won the Team of the Year in Africa. You are struggling.
Your intro says the most famous team in Africa. It is still famous even today.
You are struggling. Why Kaizer Chiefs is famous? I'm here to be educated.
Well, they're famous for glamour. They're famous for winning trophies. They're famous for, being the best team in South Africa. And the best means that it's about winning trophies.
I went to see my cousins and the son is 9 years old. He never seen Kaizer Chiefs win a trophy. When you're talking about winning trophies, that does not sound like a true story.
Well, unfortunately, you don't erase history. History is part of education. It's part of going forward. You need to know where you come from for you to be able to go forward.
When you talk Kaizer Chiefs, what is the name that comes in your mind? Wow. Just one. Don't say five. I will tell you, when I come in South Africa, we had Bob Mabena on television. We had Nelson Mandela in politics. And we had Dr. Khumalo in the football. Therefore, for me, Kaizer Chiefs represents one player, number 15. What is Kaizer Chiefs for you?
Well, you can't rule out that Jersey 15 because, he's very famous. When you talk Chiefs, you talk 16V. I'm fortunate enough to have watched a few generations of Kaizer Chiefs, but Doctor is the name.
The player that represents Kaizer Chiefs when Lufuno thinks of that jersey?
Dr. Khumalo.
Dr. Khumalo. So, in fact, Dr. Khumalo has been 10 years, has not seen Kaizer Chiefs lift a trophy. What is going on in Kaizer Chiefs?
Well, there's a lot of things that is going on at Kaizer Chiefs.
Give us three.
Well, you can see Mr. Mtau himself, he's no longer in charge of the team. He's there, but, decision-making lies with other people or other people that are in charge. You can think of Kaizer Jr., you can think of Bobby Mtau, you can think of Jessica Mtau. Those are the drivers now that are in front at Kaizer Chiefs.
You mean those people are making decisions now, they don't know football, like Kaizer Mtau himself knew football?
Well, the experience they don't have. Yes, they know football. Bobby Mtau has been in football for a long time. I don't buy that he doesn't understand football. He was part of Kaizer Chiefs' winning history. So he's been there for long, together with
But that is
Jessica.
political. What is one decision that Kaizer Mtau would have made that Bobby can't make?
To hire and fire a coach.
So he does not make a decision in who to hire, who to fire, because I remember the last time when a coach was presented at the Kaizer Chiefs, the chairman himself was presenting that coach.
That's why I'm saying he hired and fired coaches. The
So
chairman is the one that is responsible
what
for
decision that the chairman could have made that he's not making now? Because you said he's not part of the team anymore.
Well, it's difficult because, you can't exclude him completely. But I don't feel that he's hands-on.
You are not feeling, but he's not. Let's go back to football. You have a big game playing, and you play against SuperSport United.
Yes.
What I want to hear from you, what do you need to do in that game to be different from the game you just played against Royal AM?
The only difference is to score goals. That's all that was missing against Royal AM. Convert chances. That's all.
So you will have the same starting 11?
No.
So you're changing your mind now because it's not only one thing to score goals. You will change members. What is your starting 11 against?
Well, I'll make few changes.
Okay.
I will leave the defense because because they kept the clean sheet. Yes, I will leave it. No, let me change my mind.
Okay. I knew you would. Because I was waiting for it. There is a point I want to get to, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll right back. I'll start with Frosler at right back.
Yeah.
I'll leave the center pairing together as it is. Yeah. That is Given and the Tlokwe.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to play Dove at left back.
What people keep on talking about Dove is better than Clancy.
I think decision making. Clancy is experience, but you don't see the experience at the same time. Merely when you have to make decisions.
Which decision did he not make correctly? You were in the stadium, you sent me a picture, you were in the stadium, the game against Royal AM, you were very excited that the game will finish well, but at the end we have to find out if you got home safe, because we didn't know if you...
So there are a few things that I've analyzed when I'm watching Clancy. He made more back passes to either the goalkeeper or his center pairing.
But you want to start playing from the back.
Well,
that's what Kaizer Chiefs is trying to do.
It depends if you have an opening in front of you where you have to venture forward and push the ball into the opposition.
So it just off a pass, either to pass it back to your center back or to put it in the center midfield.
His marking can be questionable, and I've got case studies with few games that I think he could have done better and costed Chiefs a win.
But there is no point where Royal AM attacks Chiefs from the left-hand side into their box.
Well, hence I'm saying depend on the opponents that you are playing against.
Cool. You're going to put Dove in the back, so that's your back four?
Yes.
In the midfield?
The midfield that started against Royal AM, against SuperSport, I will leave it as it is.
But you said in the group that I was talking to that you need somebody in the midfield for that person to turn the game and going forward. If you leave the same, which means the same result.
Unfortunately, Kaizer Chiefs don't have a natural DM that will allow Castillo, that will allow Mart to venture more forward. So meaning that you will have to allow Mart to play as a 6, where you will be able to utilize.
Was it Mart the man of the match?
I'm surprised that Mart was not man of the match, but obviously
for you, it's supposed to be a man of the match.
He had a fantastic game.
But you said once again that you don't have somebody in that position while you have Mart.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice that he has to take for the team. It's not his best position. He's better player at an 8 or at a 10.
You are going with a 4-3-3 or you're going 4-4-2?
Well, it's a normal formation that Mulife has been playing. He play 4 and 3 and 3.
So in the 3, you talk about Mart being the other player that you will put in that position.
It's Castillo.
Against SuperSport United.
Yes, it's Castillo, it's Mart, and I will give another chance Matro because I think he played very well.
But you have a full squad. You have an injury player coming back in. You bought good players in that position. Why?
Well, look, I wouldn't change that midfield because I thought on a balance of play, they kept the position. The pass accuracy was very, very high. They really played
83%. Well. That was great compared to the game that we'll talk about.
100%.
Okay, we move forward. Up front, what are you going to start with?
Well, I will start with Dupris.
Yes.
And I'll play him as a 9. You
play him in the center instead of playing him wide?
Yes.
Okay.
Then,
why?
Well, I think Dupree's as a 9, he's more dangerous compared when he's playing wide.
What does he have that will make him dangerous playing in the center?
Positioning and speed.
Okay, most speed players, you want them to come from the wide so they've got space in front of them.
So with him, you can play him as a reference, because then he allows the player, the two wide players, to either tuck in, and then he can utilize the space on the side.
I'm feeling like you don't want to start playing from the back. You want to start playing direct football.
Not at all. The thing is, when you have a better midfield, players that can be able to hold the ball, put the foot on the ball, you've got more chances of winning a game because you are denying the opponents the ball.
Who do you partner with? You start with the Congolese boy, or is going to come in?
100%.
He must start the game.
He must start. Saile must start.
In the right-hand side?
Either left or right. He's comfortable on both sides.
And with the other side?
Well, I will probably give Chabalala the start on this game.
But tell me, you keep talking about I will give this one a chance. Are you going in the game with you want to give players a chance to play, or you are going to say, listen, SuperSport, we are coming in this game because we want your position? Because SuperSport is looking great. They're sitting number 3 now on the log, and they're doing everything that so far you are not doing.
Well, we've outscored them. If you look at the log, we've scored more goals. We have kept better clean sheet than them. So there are things that we're doing right at Kaizer Chiefs that SuperSport is not doing.
Does Kaizer Chiefs, and this is coming from somebody at home.
Yeah.
Does Kaizer Chiefs have a coach that will bring the glamour back?
So, if you have followed Kaizer Chiefs for many years, like
no.
Let me put it this way. I want to answer you straight.
That's not straight.
Kaizer Chiefs, many games they did not win them, or trophies. They didn't win trophies because of great coaches.
Really?
Yes, they've won because of great
No.
players.
I won't let you stop then.
Yeah.
Which trophy they won not because of a great coach?
So, as I'm saying that if you have followed,
Give me a name. I came here during Jeff Butler.
yes,
From there on, give me a time where Kaizer Chiefs won a trophy because the coach was not good. I just want one trophy.
I'm trying to think a coach that I feel that.
Yeah, please go ahead.
There are many coaches that have
Give
coached.
me one.
I can't give you one, Chris. I can't give you one. So my point is that
Your point.
Chiefs
That's not the coach.
Chiefs had great players in the past, and there's a team that I know anybody can walk in there and coach and they still win. So that's what I'm saying.
Is Lufuno telling me Kaizer Chiefs does not have great players presently?
Based on Kaizer Chiefs standard, no.
So this starting 11 that you just put now, this is a losing starting 11 against SuperSport United.
It's a winning starting 11 from what we have.
How bad is SuperSport?
SuperSport is a very good team. Has given Chiefs many problems in the past.
And they will lose against non-great player from Kaizer Chiefs.
We have better players if you were to compare with SuperSport.
Which player from Kaizer Chiefs do you think can make starting 11 of SuperSport United?
Let's start with Tokwe. He was a player at SuperSport. He played
No,
many
we're talking
games.
now. He was. They let him
Tokwe.
go because they believe he was not good enough for them.
No, they let him go because they slept. And we pounced.
How many players from SuperSport can make the starting 11 of today's Kaizer Chiefs?
Currently,
They're above you in a lot. Please think carefully.
there's a player that I admire at SuperSport.
No, not one. I'm saying give me names. Give me. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to answer you that. There's a midfield there. He's from Sundowns. The young man, I forgot his name. Maybe you can remind me that he's plays in the midfield. He's a good player. I don't see Kudu failed at Chiefs, so I don't see the defender there. Shatswayo, he went to Pirates, he didn't perform. So it's very difficult to play for Kaizer Chiefs because Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. The expectation is very high. So you might do well in a team like SuperSport, but then when you come to a team like Kaizer Chiefs and you don't perform.
I want to put you in a hot seat.
Yeah.
I don't want to put you as a coach. I want to put you as an assistant coach, replacing Arthur Zwane, sitting next to the coach. telling the coach something special, what will you tell the coach before the game against SuperSport United? As his assistant.
Attack.
No, but how will you attack? Yeah, will you attack from playing the ball wide? Will you attack by going to the straight man? Will you attack by being soft and getting the goal and going the counter-attack like you did against Mamelodi Sundowns? What will you tell the coach?
So from what I've seen, when we played against Royal AM, we kept the ball. We moved the ball faster. We played behind the defense of Royal AM. Many a times we had one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So I think we need to build up from there. The players just have to believe and have confidence. Allow the team to attack. As I said, we've got the arsenal to can be able to upset any team in the PSL any day if we play positive football.
We finished part 1. We talked about SuperSport United versus Kaizer Chiefs. Part 2, Lufuno's still here. We'll start our conversation about the MTN 8. The only chance, the closest chance for them to win something in such a long time. Go away and come back when Lufuno joins us to talk about Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns, MTN 8, second round in Pitoli.